Hey, Dave Knight, 123 day trade. Trying to catch this move here, hoping that we at least get through the low. 53.57. This is a 1P move from here, measuring it from 53.95. Today is Wednesday, October 2nd, and I have to be out of this trade before 10:30, 9:30 a.m. CST. So we've locked in 5 ticks right now. I've put my marks in the sand of where I think the market can run to. I'm hoping that we get a move down to S1 right now, coming to the low of the week, close to it, prior to us turning around. This is the far out target. I'm expecting a bounce in this area right here, though. There's a 1P move officially. 2P is 43. I'm expecting a bounce in this area right through here. Let's measure here, plus 5 ticks. Puts it at 82. That looks good at 83. Looking for us to get through 57, see what's down there. Like we might get lucky and not have to trade the inventory or have a big gain and sitting pretty on inventory. See if we can get through the low here. Well, I'm expecting a bounce around the 57. See how far it breaks through here. Let's go 81. All right, I'm going to pause until we either run the stop or we go down here into this range in here. Let's think about this for a second. If we get down to this bottom target, down here to the 55-57 range, we're going to be protecting our 1P target of 69. So right here at the low, go ahead and protect 79. This turns around, it's going to turn around in a hurry. Expecting it to get through 57. Looking for high volume on the red side too. Hopefully we'll cut through these prices like what hot butter through bread, or bread through hot butter, or whatever that's called. And I'm terrible in sayings. My wife says they're called Davidisms. Alright, watching this now. Let's go ahead and protect 77. Let's go ahead and protect 76. Still expecting maybe a bounce here. If this is all that they're going to allow the market to go right down here. This is prior day settlement, and this is the low. Let's go ahead and protect 74, 73. Taking as much as I can, expecting a reversal at any moment if it can't get through 57. Go ahead and protect 71. Expecting a bounce in this area perhaps. If we can't get through. $43 is a 2P target. Let's go 69. Don't like how it's stalling here. It's going to break one way or the other. Might end up going just a couple ticks lower and then run straight up too. It's a lot easier to manage a short side trade than a long side trade, by the way. We're expecting it to hopefully get through 57 and get underneath here, underneath this 55 line, 53.55. It might spike up against us though and go straight back up to pivot too. That's what we're protecting against. It's delaying here. Should push through. But what's underneath it though? I don't know. Nobody does, but I think they want to see what's there. I mean, we've got the 59. Not getting any closer than 69 right now until we break through 57. This is 66 right here, so plus 3 is 69. It's not a bad spot to be for now. 58. See if we can get through here. 172 at 50. Prior low becomes support, resistance, excuse me. Pushing through, coming back. 57 plus 5 ticks is 62. So we'll be holding 63, pushing through 57. We'll call it 64. All right, going 64. Let's call it 63. We really don't want to see settlement right now. Knowing we don't want to see settlement, let's call it 61. See if we can get through this 70 at 50. Taking as much as we can. Also got one eye on plus 50 ticks up here too. Need roughly, looks like I need 43 for 50. 45, somewhere in that area. Let's go ahead and trail 10 behind. We know we're going to get stopped. How far are we going to get? $40 ticks at 53. 41. It's pretty damn good right there. All right, and out. It's looking kind of like a bottom here. Make back some of my loss from yesterday. It pushed here. I'm expecting to push back up here now. Might be a chance to get back into it, but this is looking like that 50 right there. There was 172 at 50. It only pushed one tick lower. So I'm going to pause and we'll see which way works right now. But this could be a temporary low for now until the inventory number comes out. Be back in a bit. All right, looks like a wise decision. Get out. 69 would have been 1p. Trade enough, you start recognizing where they're trying to push a market to. I have my lines on the chart to help me out where I expect it, and I'm also looking on the sides here. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at my 10-minute chart. Can't see it on the screen, but it's off screen, and then I'm looking at my hourly chart as well, where I expect resistance and support, and you see it reflected with these lines here. So horizontal lines is usually a prior support or prior resistance area. This is usually a higher volume line. And so you see high volume up here. By the way, we hit this like 3 or 4 times. So expecting one more push down and then maybe it goes back up. And we see another area of prior resistance, which became a prior support, became resistance. These are high volume numbers. I think this was a 4,000 volume bar. This level right here was a 3,000 volume bar from yesterday. And then there's really nothing until you run up to the weekly high, which is 56, 57 is the weekly high, by the way, that hit 69. We were able to capture about, yeah, that's about 15 more ticks there. I was looking for 50, we couldn't get it. And here's what it is, right? So I'm going to stop this and put this up on the tube of view. This is Dave Knight here from 123 Day Trade. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. The setup basically was right here at the open. I didn't like, I attempted a long to start with prior, about 8. I thought if we were going to run, it was going to be right here. I got out, I looked at this, it couldn't break through here at the 8 o'clock mark, and I went short. And I was going to, I had my stop, by the way, my stop was only a couple ticks higher than the pivot point. It was a very, very tight stop, looking for pivot to hold based upon prior information that was already in the market. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Keep your stops short. Allow that market to run a little bit. See you in the next video.